Welcome to Getting Ripped with Ryan, the show that teaches you how to get the body you've always wanted through nutrition and exercise. Now for your host, Ryan the Bro Wilson.
Over how to do proper hammer bicep curls, but today we're going to be going over something a little more important: reparation. Now, a lot of people think we can just work out as much as we want, as often as we want, whenever. That's not true. See, reparation is just as crucial as building up the muscles through workout. Now, before we begin, we're going to read some fan mail from the last episode. Dear Ryan, have you always been so deliciously ripped and look like a swole Hercules? The answer is no. See, back in the day when I was a kid, I sucked at sports. I was just awful at it. I was chubby, had skinny arms, couldn't really lift anything. My parents decided to stick me in soccer first. Now that was their first mistake, because my cousin was half Mexican and he was amazing at soccer. He ran like the wind and he could kick and make all the goals. And I was just a stumpy little fat white kid that would run faster for the snacks than he did for the goal. Now, next was baseball. Now, baseball was kind of fun when I was the pitcher, but not when I was the catcher. Now, I didn't like batting either, because when I was batting, I would always get 60-mile-an-hour fastballs thrown directly at my face. Sometimes I felt like they were purposefully aiming for me, but my parents never believed this theory. I also have flat feet, so when I run, it's not at a very fast speed. My parents used to say I either ran like a duck or a fairy. They couldn't decide their insult, so they kind of just alternated between the two. Now, then I tried out football. Now, I know what you're thinking. Big guy like me, I'd be awesome at football. Well, it wasn't big back then. So when I first played, they decided to stick me at running back for third string defense, where the losers were. But they also didn't tell me that they were going to put first string defense against me for when I was on running back. Now, I got a little bit past the line, was feeling pretty good about myself, and then all of a sudden, one of my friends who was about 6'3" in the 4th grade came out of nowhere and completely clean-clocked me into the air. I did a few spins, didn't do a barrel roll, but I landed on my knee and popped a joint out of place. After that, I was kind of on the bench for the next 2-3 months. And after that, I went to wide receiver, because apparently wide receivers don't play that much when you're on third string, and I didn't get hurt then. Now, let's go over some of the basics of the protein for this shake. This shake is what I like to call the chocolate hunk. We also have the vanilla hunk, but we're going to do chocolate first. Now, what you want to get is your standard whey protein. This protein right here has the richest and smoothest flavor out of any of the proteins I've tried so far with this smoothie. Now, you can also add a little bit of peanut butter into the mix if you want to try that, but it adds a little bit too much of a chalky flavor for me. Now, let's go ahead and get this cup out. Put this over here. Go ahead and unseal this package. That'd be embarrassing if I couldn't even get the package open, wouldn't it? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pour a little milk in first. Now, trick here is not to pour too much milk. If you pour too much, you're gonna get a real thick, brothy, kind of almost smoothie, kind of, I don't know, just disgusting. But pour just the right amount in there. I use whole milk because I love vitamin D, but you can use rice milk, almond milk, whatever vegan sort of thing that you need. I prefer man's milk though, 100% from the slab of beef. All right, we're on a commercial. I thought you said we're on break. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take out this here banana. want to carefully dice. Make sure that you get even chunks. If it's too thick, it won't blend well. Go ahead and dice it up a little more. Just make sure. Now, a word from our sponsor.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, ¿y tú?
Are you tired of being lost in translation? Introducing Bilingual Bubblegum. This gum will allow you to speak another language fluently.
Es un placer conocerlo. ¿Cómo está su día?
There's Spanish Spice, French Fry, Mandarin Orange, and many more.
Before the break, if you don't cut it up into nice little chunks, you're going to get a jam blender. We've all seen what happens with a jam blender. Go ahead, put the banana chunks in there. Don't worry, my hands are sanitary. Now, cool thing about bananas contain potassium. And potassium is really crucial in the reparation of muscles, just as well as the protein. Bananas also add a rich, smooth flavor to the smoothie, but not as citrusy as oranges or pineapples or something like that, so it doesn't throw off the taste of the chocolate. It just enhances it, really. Next, we have our dates. And if you use this smoothie, you will go on plenty of dates. And no, these are not big, fat, dried raisins. These are dates. It'll break my neck. All right. Now, for your choice of ice cream, that is all dependent on you. I, myself, like Blue Bunny, but some of you may be a bigger fan of Blue Bell or some other knockoff brand like Dryers or something like that. That is a big old nice scoop in there. It's all nice and melted. Alrighty. Now, let's go ahead and blend that up. Excuse the noise. It might get a little loud in here. There we go. All right, let's bring the rain. Now, once you get it nice and blended, you want to throw in the ice. The ice is what makes it have a really nice, smooth, and rich taste. No ice, froth. Let's blend that up a little more. And just keep blending that until you get a nice, smooth, puree smoothie. That's all we have time for today, folks.